Hello everyone. I'm here to talk about Timex Perpetual Calendar recalibration. So, as you can see, this is a Timex watch which has a perpetual calendar. So, it has a months, date, the day, which it automatically it can jump leap years and it can jump odd months, even months. So that's this calendar, and I'll try to focus in on the model here. I guess it's not very clear, but it's the T2N567 model. So it's this the I got the back cover out, but this has two buttons on top of the top and bottom here, but it's recessed, so we cannot use them generally. So the thing is, so this watch is kind of 8 years old, and so it was having a white strap, but we changed the strap, and finally the battery died out, and it was not working for quite some time. So I decided to change the battery. So I opened the rear cover. So it's pretty simple. So it's got one edge has a small tab. I don't know if it comes to focus. So there is basically a small tab at the top end here. So I used a knife. So what we do is that tab at this corner, just pry it open. So this back panel comes out. So that's pretty easy. So once I got the back panel out, so it's got this fancy stuff at the back. So I had to take out this small screw at the top to take this battery panel out, and then I just replaced the battery. So it's a 2016 battery that I got. You can buy it at any stores. I got it replaced, and what I found was, so the watch is working. So we see the second hands moving, so everything is fine. Unfortunately, the perpetual calendar is not calibrated. So if I try to take it out, so for example, so I try to take it out, so I see that, you notice that the calendar arm, like the date arm, starts swinging around, and it just stops at one. The days, date, everything is off. And if I put it back, the second arm is working, but the day is out. So if I push it all the way out, I can adjust the date. If you see the arm there, it's going back and forth. So it's kind of off, but at least the day is working. So I decided to fix this, to get this recalibrated. So I checked online, but I couldn't find any document or anything. So everybody says that you have to send it back to Timex to get it repaired. So I thought, okay, let me try it out and see what's going on. So I'll just share what I found on what needs to be done. So initially, this is in the reset position right now. If by chance in between, if you lose some setting or some steps in between, so the tools that I use is, one is this pin and the set of scissors. So the reason for the scissors is I needed something sharp to push on these two buttons here, which are kind of recessed in. So the scissors were pretty good, so I was able to use it, but the pin is too flimsy, so I couldn't use that very well to push on these. But the pin I'm using to press the reset button. So basically I have a small, so this is a reset here, it's written on the back as well. So this pin, if you press it down, it resets the calendar, and it behaves the way it's behaving. So if you pull it all the way out, the calendar arm kind of waves around. So that's the setup right now. So in order to set this up, what we have to do is, we have a setting. So this is completely in. We have a setting that if you pull it slightly out, it comes to the middle, and then the last setting is to adjust the time. So we have to go back to the middle position in the side arm. So what happens is, the second arm is still moving, so in the middle position. So the first thing that we have to do is, I'll take the scissors out. I'll use this edge here to push on this end. So if you notice, if I push So let me go back to the setting, go to the middle position, so the second arm is working, and I start pushing here. So you see that it has moved from 1 to 2. Then if I push further, it goes to 3, then it goes to 4, then it goes back to 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what I'm assuming is it's for leap year. So every 4 years we have a leap year. So currently this year is 2018. So the next leap year will be 2020. So I am assuming that this is for the leap year settings. So what I'll do is I'll change it to 2. So saying that 2018 is 2, 19 will be 3, and then 2020 is 4, and it goes back to 1. So that's a life cycle for the leap year. So I'll keep it at 2. Then go to the bottom button, press this button. So what happens is currently the January month is kind of off. So as soon as I press this, so yeah, you see it has lined up with January now. So the next step is push the up button so that I can adjust the month. I'll bring this to July because it's July this month. Yeah, so that's in July now. The next step, so in order to go to the, so it's like a cycle. So the first step is to identify the year to match it with the leap year. Second is the month. Third, so to go to the next setting, again press once here. So next is the day. So that will align itself. Yeah, oh, okay, so that's the date next. So because the first 4 was for year, so it starts with 5. So today is basically 15th. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it at 14 because I want that AM PM to be adjusted properly. So oh, okay, it went to 15, so that's fine, but I thought I'll keep it. I don't want to go over again, but so it's in 15 now. So we'll go to the next. So the next is day. So it goes to Monday, and then you adjust the day. So you take it to Sunday. So today is July 15th, 2018, and it's a Sunday. And you just press once more to accept everything, and that's it. You press this in. So everything is set. So today is 15th, Sunday, and it's July. Now to set the time, so everything is all set. So what I do is to verify that everything is set, I pull it all the way out. So what happens is this goes back to 1. It does that, and then it should technically come back to the actual date. So it comes back to 15 Sunday, July. So everything is set. The next step is to adjust the time. So now it's 5:45 p.m. So I'll take this to 5:45. So in order to just verify that it's not AM, PM, and it's PM, so what I do is I'll just go over the 12 and see if that the date is not moving. Yeah, so the date didn't move, so that means it was AM. So I'll go to PM now. So it's after 12, so it's still at 15. So now it's technically 5:51. So and then set this. So that's about it. So everything is all set. Day, month, date. So everything is adjusted. Hopefully the leap year is also right. And the final step is to just replace this. Replace the cover so it's like a snap-on. Make sure that it's got the gasket around it. You don't lose the gasket, otherwise water would go in. And that's about it. So you can save time. Rather than sending it to Timex, you could do it yourself. Hope this video was good. I'm posting this as I couldn't find any instructional videos for this particular watch. I found some for a different watch which has only one lever. I didn't find for this particular model, so I thought I can share this and it might be helpful. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.